Is comparing yourself stealing your joy? Comparing, not yourself, but comparing with others? Do your friends, families, co-workers, what have you, do they have more than what you have? Do you feel that they have better than you have? Is that stealing your joy? That's what we're going to be discussing today. My name is Karen. I help people to explore their joy, to increase their joy. So let's be joyful. So I will admit, I was part of that brigade for sure. Oops, I want to lower my volume. I have my phone over here to see comments, although sometimes Facebook doesn't let me. But back to our topic. So is comparing yourself with others, especially during this time of year, is that adding stress? Is that stealing your joy? Like I said, I'll admit, I was part of that brigade as well. I used to look around and see what others had. Oh, their house has X number of rooms. My apartment only has X number of rooms. Or, oh wow, look at their TV. They have this, I have that. And I know that sounds petty when I say it. But how many people do it? Have you? I have. 100%. I have. I would go over to various relatives, and I wasn't like that kind of way. Not with a bitterness, but I would look around and go, oh, gee, wow, that's really cool that they have. Wow, how lovely. And then I would come home and go, that would have been nice. Or, oh, wow, look at that beautiful handbag. And then look at what I have. Now, I could have gotten the beautiful handbag. That's not the point. I mean, I just don't use handbags. But that's kind of sort of not the point. I just grabbed that out of my head. I don't know why. But do we do that? Do we do that? My contention is that we all do it in some way or another. We all compare ourselves. My business is doing better than your business, or your business more often than not. The way it goes is, oh wow, you're getting that much success? I only have that. And we feel bad about ourselves, and we judge ourselves, and we say all these really not nice things to ourselves because somebody else is enjoying more success than we are. Anybody guilty of that? Yeah. I'm on a platform, a beautiful platform, with 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. I don't earn 6, 7, or 8 figures yet. And it took me a while to be able to take in the message that they give on what they do and how they do it, because 6, 7, and 8-figure earners, in point of fact, think differently than those not doing it. That just is true. That just is fact, and I've known that for a very, very long time. And now I have this situation where I can now watch and listen to what they do, because they're very generous. I mean, they divulge everything. But for a very long time, I was stuck on that they're a 6, 7, or 8-figure earner, and I'm not. And they had certain breaks in life, and I didn't, or they whatever the story. And we spoke about stories. We've done that before. And that telling ourselves stories about what others have, and not even in business, I'm talking about in general. You go over to your sister's, and your sister has, a new whatever. How do you feel about it? And she loves it. And she's showing it to you, not to wave it in your face that, look what I have and you don't, but just to share because she loves you, she loves it, and she wants to share. And you go, oh, I don't have that. That's not for me. I can't have what she has. Her husband makes more, or her job pays more, and I couldn't. That ever happened in some way to you? And again, happened to me more than once. I'm not proud of it. This is not something that I would go, woohoo, look on me, good on me. No, it's not something I'm particularly proud of. I've done it. I think we've all done it in some way or other, if we're really honest with ourselves. But the one thing for sure I know, sure as I know my name, and as sure as I know, I used to have completely brown hair. Now it's a little gray. Doing that just does not, and I'll say it again, does not bring us joy. In fact, I would go so far to say is that it brings us exactly the opposite. Because comparing ourselves to others, be it in life, be it in business, be it in any area of our life, comparing ourselves to others is, at least in my mind, an absolute recipe for making ourselves miserable. It just is. Because what ends up happening, in my experience, is that you end up trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know that phrase. And then you try keeping up with those Joneses and those Joneses and those Joneses, and you lose you. You lose what's important to you. I always talk about our core values. That's what keeps us grounded. That's what keeps us who we are. And once I really was able to wrap my head, well, let me take a step back. Once I was able to figure out, wrap my head, and really live in my core values, that was a game changer, man. That was just a game changer. It gave me a groundedness that I can safely say I never had. Because everything emanates from my core values. And truth is that even as I'm going along, I'm living deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper in my core values. What values? And for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, it's really those values that run the show in the background. So for me, my 3 top core values: honesty, integrity, and a sense of humor. That's been true. That's always been true. That's been true since I've been a kid. It's gotten me into some trouble because in point of fact, not only am I an inordinately bad liar, really do it badly. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. There's something about it. When in the past I've tried to lie. Hey, Susan, how are you doing? So you just popped on. Is this resonating for you? We're talking about, well, I mean, this conversation kind of went in various directions. It started out with, are we comparing ourselves to others? Are we from that? Love to know your take on it. So, getting back to our core values, I know, we all know, in point of fact, if we listen, if we become aware, I love that word, aware enough, we all know when we are out of alignment with our core values. We have a kind of an early warning system, like a radar. It's kind of built in. And I always know when I'm out of alignment. There's a funny feeling I get. I can't explain it. I'm sure you've experienced it. But in those times when I've tried to not tell the truth, not only do I do it badly, that is true, but I get this funny feeling in my body, as though somebody is saying, you're off track. You're off track. So that's kind of, when I say my core values, that's kind of sort of what I'm talking about, is when I cued into that, when I cued into those core values, and I'm still exploring my core values, but once I got really in touch with my top 3 especially, man, game changed. Just changed. I experienced a groundedness that I never experienced before. And it's so helpful. Right, Denise. Perfect. Denise says, I do not judge others. I only do what I can. And that has been enough. Perfect. Suzanne says she can't lie as well. Yeah, I can't. I truly can't. I honestly used to think that was a flaw in me, because others could do it with such ease. And I never actually could. I tried a few times because, everybody does it. And since everybody does it, clearly it's something ingrained in us and we could do it. No, I can't do it. It's kind of sort of funny. And at one point I just decided, not even going to try. What's the point? It's so much easier to tell the truth. I feel better. And then I don't have to remember what I try to tell other people, and just easier. But it's also really super important, because not only is it just easier for me, for others it's very easy to lie. And no judgment. By the way, when I say that, really no judgment. I'm kind of sort of in awe of people who could do it with ease. I know that may not be what people want to hear from me or what people want to hear in general, but I'm kind of sort of in awe of people who could just do it. And not, and just, to me, that's kind of like a talent, because I never could. It's kind of sort of interesting to me, that whole concept that people could just lie and be good with it. It makes no sense to me, but that's a whole other topic. But I think I just wanted to come and share today because so often, coming back to the original topic, we end up putting ourselves behind an 8 ball because we're looking outside of ourselves at what others have, what others do, and not looking inwardly to see what's important to us. Is it important to have that handbag? No. I can kind of ooh and ah over somebody else's beautiful handbag and the workmanship, and maybe even want it for myself, but honestly, having a gorgeous handbag is not what's important to me. And once I was able to understand at a very deep level what is important to me, what my core values are, whether I have the handbag, I'm using a handbag as an example, whether I don't have a handbag, doesn't really matter. So what's your opinion on all of this? For those that are coming in late, I'd love to know your opinion. I'd love to know your feelings about what I said today. If it resonated for you, if you got value from it, please feel free to share it. If you are not on my mailing list, please go ahead, hop on, KarenBromberg.com. Cool things are coming. So I want to wish you a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.